It's Creech, and today I'm going to be showing you how I layered a clap and a snare and a snap and a bunch of other stuff to make this just the most recent beat I made. I figured it was a really good example to show you how to layer sounds. And the first thing I really want to start by saying is that this is not hard, and it's definitely something that you should try. And yeah, this is basically just going to be a beginner video. So essentially, what is layering sounds? It's literally just taking multiple samples and putting them together to create something new and different. So I'm going to play for you this example of just, this is the beat that I have here, but I just pulled out all the claps, snare, and snap that are in here. So go ahead and play this full section. Now I'm going to break this down by each individual sound just so you can kind of see how this works. And you just right click on this little green dot to solo it. And so basically you want to get kind of different sounds, different sounding sounds essentially. So here's this first clap. And then at this one it's a little bit harsher. And together those sound like this. And then just this snap here just hits on this third snare. And it's got that reverb tail, and that's really what you're going to hear when I put it all together. And I just wanted to give it just a little bit of a pop, and so I add the snare here. So here's the snare, and add that add all back in. And so you can end up with a completely new sample, and it really is that easy. You just kind of have to dig through and find stuff that works together. There is a slightly more complex side to this. If you're into it, if you're not really a beginner, you can essentially take all these sounds and route them to the mixer. If you haven't already done that, there's a quick way you can do it, and that's just by you can either double click on that, or if one's already highlighted, just click again, and it will highlight all of them. Or and you can't do this, you need like a mouse to this, but I have a laptop, I just have a mouse for it. I would definitely recommend that just for anything. You can select, so if I only want to select the stuff, the claps and everything that's in here, if you just click down the scroll wheel, sound's already selected, and then click the scroll wheel down, snap, and the snare. And then basically once you have everything selected, you want to go to an empty track. I'll just do this and not save it. So, and then go to this empty track that you want to start with, right click on that, and go to channel routing, and route selected channels starting from this track, not selected channels to this track, because that will take every channel and put it on one track. You want it starting from this track, select that one, and so now that'll put everything over there. And aside from other effects that you can add here, the main thing that you want to mess with when you're layering, obviously you can do things like reverb or whatever, but you can just kind of put some EQ on it and see where each sound is. I'm not really going to do anything here, but just for example, you can kind of see where each sound is hitting. So this one's a little, yeah, so these are the first two claps. So like you could hear when I showed them individually, this clap is a little more, I don't know, bassier obviously, as you can see here, but just kind of smaller, and almost has like a lo-fi feel to it, whereas this one's a little clickier, a little harsher, and you can kind of see that here. And then you can, of course, play around with it or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead now and show you what that sounds like in the whole beat. So I'll just go ahead and start like right here, because I already played this beat. I made a video about this beat. But here's I'm gonna start out with this little intro here with that first clap, and then when the full beat comes in, that all or the other three elements come in. So I'm gonna let you listen to that real quick. Alright, so I just went ahead and closed out the file and reopened it just so I could get back to the original form. It's just the quickest way to do that. So go ahead and let you listen to just about 8 bars here. Yep. And that's pretty much it. That's kind of a really basic introduction to it. Obviously, like anything in music production, you can take it wherever you want, whichever direction. So that should get you started. Definitely when you're learning about things, you can't be intimidated by it. You just gotta dive in with shit. So yeah, thanks for watching.